Who doesn't like a nice warm cookie? I'm going to do some fueling combos and make some fresh, warm cookies that you can use for your fuelings. So let's have fun with fuelings again today. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm living in the light by documenting my weight loss journey using Optavia's 5-in-1 program. As part of the Optavia 5-in-1 program, you eat 5 fuelings each day, which come to you in your monthly Optavia box. Typically, they are things like bars and shakes, cookies, oatmeal, soups, pastas that come in little envelopes like this. But one thing that I have discovered that you can do is take 2 fuelings and combine them together and still make 2 fuelings, but with a different flavor combination or even a different texture. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make cookies today with your fuelings and combining 2 of them together. So I have my oven preheating to 375, and I have a Silpad or a silicone baking sheet lined cookie sheet because I'm going to bake the cookies in the oven. You could probably do these in the microwave. I don't own a microwave, so I'm not going to do that, but I am going to bake them in the oven. I have done this already, so I know that it works really well. Before I show you these combos, let me just quickly invite you to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. I would sure appreciate it. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I am going to combine the blueberry biscuit mix and a vanilla shake and make blueberry vanilla cookies. I am going to combine the apple cinnamon oatmeal and the golden butterscotch blondie. I've done this one before. It's really good as a combination. That apple and butterscotch works really well together. And then this is going to be a new one, but I'm going to give this one a try. The chewy chocolate chip cookie and the chocolate fudge pudding mix. And I'm going to see how those work together. Especially the oatmeal and the blueberry does need to hydrate a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and mix those together and then just let them sit in the fridge for like maybe an hour just to get a little bit of heat on, a little bit of hydration in them. So let me show you how I do this. Like I said, I've done this before, so I know that this works really well. I am going to first of all start by just dumping both of my fuelings into a bowl. So that's the vanilla pudding, the vanilla shake, and the blueberry biscuit is going in one. And just give that just a slight little toss together. And then the golden butterscotch blondie with the apple cinnamon oatmeal. And let me tell you something about the oatmeal. I did not like the old oatmeal. Just even the smell of it, I thought was disgusting. And I love oatmeal. But the newly reformulated oatmeal is so much better that I can actually eat it as oatmeal. It doesn't have that same funky taste that the old stuff did. So if you were not a fan of the old oatmeal, give the new oatmeal a try. All right, and then I'm gonna do the chocolate chip cookie. With the chocolate fudge pudding. This is one of my favorites. Both of those are actually really good. And I'm hoping that it will come out delicious. I think that would also work really well with the brownies, but I don't have another brownie mix left. So just give them a little toss together. The last time I did this, one of my older sisters, who is much smarter than I am when it comes to baking, suggested that I might want to mix the 2 together first before adding water, because then I'm not stirring up the gluten too much and making it a little tough. All right, so each one of these is going to take 4 tablespoons. It may end up taking a little bit more, but I'm going to start with 4 tablespoons of water in each one. And then if I have to add a little bit more, I think sometimes I end up needing about 5. But what I want is I don't really want it runny. So really more of a cookie dough consistency. And I think some of the Fuelings might need a little more water than others. But actually, this 4 tablespoons, this is the vanilla pudding and the blueberry biscuit. I'm gonna give it, just because I want those blueberries to hydrate a little bit, I'm gonna give it just another little splash of water. I don't know that that's gonna make a huge difference, but a little bit of water. So maybe 4.5 tablespoons of water, maybe 4 tablespoons plus a teaspoon, might be about what it is. I'm gonna scrape off my spatula. I'm not going to rinse off the spatula between these two just because I think the flavors are gonna be okay. But before I do the chocolate one, I will scrape off my spatula, wash it off. All right, so that's the blueberry vanilla pudding. This is the oatmeal and butterscotch blondie. And this is another one that needs to hydrate definitely a little bit. Let me do, again, just a little splash of extra water so those oats can hydrate a little bit. All right, so this one, these two are ready. Let me rinse off my spatula and mix up the chocolate pudding one. All right, chocolate pudding and chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, this definitely is going to need just a little bit more water. And I suppose I didn't need to turn my stove on, my oven on already. This one's definitely thick. All right, so I'm gonna stick these in the fridge, I think for like an hour. I'm gonna let them hydrate for an hour. I've got some time before I need my next fueling anyway. So I'm gonna pop these in the fridge for an hour. And then I'm gonna come back and show you how to bake these off into cookies. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna take half of the mixture. Again, my oven is preheating, or has preheated to 375. You can weigh this out, and the first few times that I did this, I did weigh it out, but it's pretty much, you can tell if you've got half of it. It's not exactly to the 1/10 of an ounce, it'll be okay. And scrape as much of that fueling out of the bowl as you can get out. And the mixture does tend to be a little bit sticky. So what I do is I just keep a little thing of water, and with a wet finger, I kind of pat it out into a circle, cookie shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just roughly a cookie shape, right? Do the same thing with the next set. This is the oatmeal and butterscotch blondie. I'll have a little bit of chocolate in there. And again, just a little bit of water on your finger, and that way it doesn't stick as much to your finger. You might get a little bit of sticking, but it won't be too much. And then the blueberry with the vanilla shake. And they don't really spread much. I think I did that off a little bit. It's a little better. So each one of these makes one fueling because I mixed two fueling packets together. So each cookie is one fueling. When you make fuelings ahead of time, you want to either refrigerate or freeze the fuelings. So when they cool off, I will just put them each into a Ziploc bag and pop them in the freezer. And then when you're ready to have them, if you take them out, take them out in the morning if you know you're gonna have them that day, and then just pop it into the toaster or the toaster oven just to kind of make it a little bit warm, and they will be great. So I'm gonna pop these into the oven, again, 375 for 18 to 20 minutes. So 18 is probably good, but if you want them a little crispier, if you like a crispier cookie, then you can do it for 20 minutes. I do 18 because I know I'm going to put them in the toaster too for a few minutes before I eat it. So I will pop these in the oven, and then I'm going to come back because it will be about time for me to have my next fueling. So I will come back and show you what these look like once they are all baked. All right, these are all finished out of the oven. 20 minutes is what I put them in there for, and I just decided I would give that a try and take them right off the cookie sheet onto a cooling rack, let them cool completely, and then each one of these makes a fueling. You can do any kind of combination, and clearly the pudding even works well. Those are going to be delicious chocolate cookies. So I hope that you'll give these a try. Leave me some comments in the comments box down below. Again, please hit the thumbs up button and like this video and subscribe to my channel. And until I see you next time, please live in the light.